Putting salt in shoes can change your life forever, Zen story. What if I told you that a simple ingredient found in your kitchen could actually change your life? Sounds wild, right? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. We're diving into the surprising benefits of salt and how putting it in your shoes could lead to an unexpected transformation. You might be asking yourself, why put salt in your shoes? It's a fair question, and it might seem a little strange at first. But by the time we're done, you'll see that this is more than just a quirky idea. It's a path to personal growth and healing that you'll definitely want to consider. So let's dive into why something as simple as salt could have such a powerful effect on your life. Salt is one of the oldest and most widely used substances on Earth. For thousands of years, people have relied on it for everything from preserving food to healing wounds. Its properties are almost magical, yet it's so common that we often overlook its potential. But the power of salt goes beyond its practical uses. In many cultures, salt is believed to have spiritual and energetic qualities. It's thought to cleanse spaces, protect against negative energy, and help ground the body and mind. This leads us to the intriguing idea of placing salt in your shoes. We all have days when stress, fatigue, or lack of motivation take over. Whether it's managing a tough day at work, balancing family responsibilities, or just feeling a bit lost, these challenges can really drag us down. It's easy to fall into a pattern where stress and exhaustion seem never-ending. Sometimes we just need a small push to help us reset and recharge. That's where salt comes into play. The idea of putting salt in your shoes might sound unusual at first, but it's definitely worth considering. Imagine a simple solution like sprinkling a bit of salt in your shoes that could shift your mindset, reduce stress, and even improve your overall well-being. So, why salt? As mentioned earlier, salt has been used for centuries for various purposes. It's not just for seasoning food or preserving meat. Salt has grounding properties that can help balance your energy and clear your mind. In many spiritual practices, salt is used to create a protective barrier, purify spaces, and absorb negative energy. When placed in your shoes, it's believed to do just that: absorb negative energy and promote a sense of calm. Think about it. Every day, we carry the burden of our worries and stress as we go about our lives. But what if there was a way to bring a little peace with you wherever you went? By placing salt in your shoes, you're creating a tiny, portable space of calm right beneath your feet. This simple practice can have a profound impact. For starters, it can change the way you think. Walking with salt in your shoes is like carrying a small Zen garden with you, gently reminding you to stay grounded and mindful. The sensation of salt underfoot can serve as a quiet but powerful reminder to stay connected to the earth, release stress, and focus on the present moment. Over time, this practice can help reduce stress, lower anxiety, and improve your overall well-being. It's a small adjustment, but one that can make a big difference in how you handle your daily challenges. To illustrate this, let me share a quick story. There was a woman named Sarah who constantly felt overwhelmed by her busy life. Between her demanding job, family obligations, and personal struggles, she often felt like she was running on empty. Finding balance seemed impossible, and by the end of each day, she was completely drained. One day, while browsing online, she came across the idea of putting salt in her shoes. At first, she thought it sounded a bit odd, but she was desperate to try anything that might help. So, she sprinkled some salt into her favorite pair of sneakers and went about her day. To her surprise, she started feeling lighter, as if a burden had been lifted. With each step, she felt more energized and focused. By the end of the week, not only had she completed her tasks, but she also began finding joy in the little things again. The simple act of putting salt in her shoes created a wave of positive changes in her life. It wasn't just about the salt itself, it was about regaining her peace of mind and transforming her entire outlook. This practice isn't merely about solving a problem, it's about connecting with something deeper within us. It's a reminder that sometimes the simplest solutions can be the most impactful. In a world where we're constantly overwhelmed with information, stress, and responsibilities, it's easy to overlook the little things that can make a big difference. But when we take a moment to try something new, like putting salt in our shoes, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. We give ourselves a chance to reset, reconnect with what truly matters, and find peace even in the midst of chaos. As we dive deeper into this practice, it's important to understand the reasoning behind it. Salt is a natural crystal that has a strong connection to the earth. Its grounding properties are believed to help balance our energy, promoting a sense of stability and calm. In many spiritual traditions, salt is used for purification and protection. When we place salt in our shoes, we create a barrier against negative energy, helping to keep our minds clear and focused. The physical sensation of salt underfoot also acts as a gentle reminder to stay grounded and present. This can be particularly beneficial in today's fast-paced world, where it's easy to get lost in the hustle and forget to care for ourselves. But the advantages of this practice go beyond just grounding. Salt is not only valued for its spiritual significance, but also for its practical benefits. Known for its ability to absorb moisture and toxins, salt helps keep your feet dry and comfortable, reducing any discomfort as you go about your daily activities. This small and simple act of putting salt in your shoes can greatly improve your overall well-being. By keeping your feet dry and comfortable, you enhance your physical comfort, which in turn positively impacts your mental state, helping you move through life with more ease and peace of mind. Now, you might be wondering how to incorporate this practice into your daily routine. The process of putting salt in your shoes is incredibly simple and can be done by anyone, regardless of their experience with Zen practices. Start by choosing a pair of shoes that you wear regularly, like your favorite sneakers, work shoes, or any pair that you find comfortable. Take a small pinch of salt. Coarse sea salt works particularly well, and sprinkle it into the soles of your shoes. Make sure the salt is spread evenly, creating a thin layer that covers the bottom of the shoe. You don't need to use a lot, just enough to feel the subtle presence of the salt as you walk. Once the salt is in place, slip on your shoes and go about your day as usual. You can leave the salt in your shoes for just a few hours or keep it in all day, depending on your personal preference and how much spiritual cleansing or grounding you feel you need. This simple ritual can easily become part of your daily routine, providing you with both physical comfort and spiritual balance as you go about your day. As you walk with salt in your shoes, take a moment to pay attention to how your body and mind feel. Notice the subtle sensations under your feet and how they might be influencing your mood and energy. Do you feel more grounded, as if each step connects you more deeply to the earth? Perhaps there's a new sense of calm, a feeling of being anchored even in the midst of daily chaos. At first, the effects of this practice might be subtle, almost too small to notice. But with regular practice, you might start to feel a shift in how you handle your daily experiences. The salt serves as a gentle reminder, encouraging you to stay present and mindful throughout your day. It helps you let go of stress and worries, allowing you to focus more on what truly matters. Over time, this simple practice can help you develop a more peaceful and centered state of mind, guiding you toward a more intentional and balanced way of living. Of course, like any practice, Putting salt in your shoes might not work for everyone. Some people might find it uncomfortable or feel that it doesn't fit with their beliefs or needs, and that's completely fine. The beauty of these practices is that they're adaptable. They're not meant to be a one-size-fits-all solution. The key is to approach this ritual with an open mind and a willingness to explore. Try it for a few days, see how it makes you feel, and be honest with yourself about the results. If you find that it doesn't bring you the peace or grounding you're seeking, there's no need to continue. You can simply set this practice aside and try other methods that might be a better fit for you. But if you do notice a positive change, if the salt helps you feel more centered, more at ease, or better able to handle stress, then you might have found a valuable new tool for improving your well-being. Sometimes the most unexpected practices can have the most significant impact, and it's through being open and willing to experiment that we discover what truly benefits us. At first glance, putting salt in your shoes might seem a bit unusual, but it could be a game changer for your mental and emotional health. We've looked at how this simple practice can help ease stress, boost positivity, and even increase your motivation throughout the day. It's a small, easy act that can have meaningful effects, and who knows, it might just be the key to a happier, more balanced life. At first glance, putting salt in your shoes might seem a bit unusual, but it could be a game changer for your mental and emotional health. We've looked at how this simple practice can help ease stress, boost positivity, and even increase your motivation throughout the day. It's a small, easy act that can have meaningful effects, and who knows, it might just be the key to a happier, more balanced life.